In the collector car world, there's just something magical about Chevrolet. While Corvettes and Camaros lead the way, C10 pickups are also coming on strong. The Barrett-Jackson 2024 Scottsdale Fall Auction, presented by Gila River Resorts and Casinos, had an impressive lineup from the Bowtie Brigade. And also from the General Motors world, we saw the first retail production 2025 Cadillac Escalade IQ. It was VIN 001. It sold with 100% of its $550,000 hammer price, benefiting the Detroit Children's Fund. So let's take a look at the top-selling Chevrolets presented by Meguiar's from Barrett-Jackson's 2024 Scottsdale Fall Auction. And we'll start off with the number 10 sale, a 1971 C10 Custom pickup truck. Now, this C10 is a showstopper with a supercharged 376 cubic inch engine. This is a 71 Chevy C10 Custom.
Well, certainly a lot more, I don't want to say pedestrian, but let's say a lot closer to stock is this 71 C10.
Yeah, and I like the side exit exhaust coming out of the bed, just very well done. And you can see there's even a little bit of extra stamping there. I mean, this is a lot of custom metalwork.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you thought the C10 craze that we saw this last January might have faded by now, not at all. That one just sold for $195,000 here at Barrett-Jackson. Number 9 on our list is a 1967 Corvette Big Block. It's a Marina blue classic with the matching numbers 427 cubic inch, 435 horsepower engine that was under the hood. Big money on the block here in Scottsdale, a 67 Corvette Big Block. Right now bid to $157,000.
Well, this is the opposite of the Corvettes we've seen cross the block. It's from the Brian Frank collection, a family restoration business in the Midwest. They just ran the horsepower curve up so far and stopped it. It really kept going, kind of like the price for this car at $200,000. It's estimated these engines in stock trim put out closer to 500 horsepower.
$200,000 for a 1967 Corvette, 435 horsepower. Beautifully done. On to the number 8 Chevy sale. It's a 2024 Camaro ZL1, a collector's edition. It was one of only 350 built, and this Panther matte black ZL1 had only 7 miles on the odometer. We got a 2024 Camaro ZL1 Collector's Edition.
What we're looking at here is the last year of the Camaro for who knows how long. So sort of like Dodge with Mopar, they're going out with a bang. This ZL1, 650 horsepower. You can see this one has a beautiful matte finish on it as well.
Hold on, we're at $195,000. Closing in, we just made it $200,000, our first one of the day.
Well, I guess that means it is an instant collectible. Wow.
And there it goes, $200,000 for that 2024 Camaro ZL1. A 1960 Corvette Custom Convertible owns the 7th spot on our top Chevy list from the fall Barrett-Jackson auction. Finished in stunning tuxedo black, this custom Corvette packed a 675 horsepower LS7 engine.
Here's on number 740. Here's a 1960 Chevy Corvette Custom Convertible. Now it's powered by the Mast Motorsport 675 horsepower LS7 engine, backed by Trem-X 6-speed manual transmission. Here's a 1960 Chevy Corvette Custom Convertible.
All right, had to get down 40 paint, have it on it, had to get down 70, get back, had to get down 50, now 75, and 220,000 on it, and 2030, and 230,000 on it, ready to get down to get this thing, I had to get all through, all done, 230 and a half. Sold for $220,000, John.
Number 6 is a 1963 Corvette Custom Split Window Coupe. Had a custom chassis and a 638 horsepower LS9 engine. All right, got another custom up there. In this case, it's a 63 Corvette Split Window.
Yeah, not just your normal humdrum split window, which was already a very special Corvette. The power plant astounding on this one. So it has the LS9 from a ZR1, which would have been over 600 horsepower, and you can see it inside the supercharger on top. Once again, another beautiful presentation. Holy moly. Just gorgeous, perforated leather, all red in there.
Well, just 550 miles on it since it was finished, and it just sold here at Barrett-Jackson. We are at the halfway point of our Chevy top sellers from the Barrett-Jackson Fall Auction. Now, remember, if you like what you're seeing, and I'm sure you do, don't forget to like and subscribe down below. Number 5 on our list is a 1966 Corvette Custom. Fresh build with a 555 horsepower LS3 engine.
Up on the block, big money for a 66 Corvette Custom, over 200,000 bid.
Todd Compton Classic Corvettes built this one. Not a stock color, Blue Mountain Mist. But look underneath the bumpers. That front air dam is something no Stingray was ever born with, but should have had, because we now know that helps reduce front end lift.
Yeah, modern LS under the hood of this one, and I like that they retained the 1966 hood. They didn't go with the 67 Stingray look that's much more popular. Side exit exhaust, just very well done.
$210,000, probably $230,000, I guess, apparently, for the final price for that 1966 Corvette.
Moving on to number 4, a very original 1969 Camaro Z28 RS. Complete with its original 302 engine, it scored 992 out of 1,000 points at the Camaro Nationals.
We got a new #1 seller on the day, a 1969 Camaro Z28 RS. It's a 302, 290 cubic inches, original matching numbers car, Cortez silver. It is sold for $237,000.
200 and down 200,000 and now 237 and 40,000. Wouldn't say Jody and now $240,000 and the last and final call and $240,000 and a half. So 237.
Come on, Scottsdale, make some noise out there on Super Saturday.
The third spot on our top Chevy list belongs to a classic with a punch, a 1955 Nomad Custom wagon. It had twin superchargers and a 750 horsepower engine.
A customized 1955 Chevrolet Nomad.
Yeah, nicely done. I love the gray color on the outside, but underneath that hood is a 376 cubic inch engine capable of producing more than 1,100 horsepower. One of the interesting things that they've done with this car is they put in a 1,200 amp battery, because all the stuff they're putting into this car these days, all the special things, take even more power.
$245,000 is the hammer price for that beautiful Nomad.
All right, let's go from a wagon to a pickup. Our number 2 Chevy sale was a 1965 C10 Custom pickup truck. It was called the C10 Slayer. It had 900 horsepower and a 6x6 drivetrain with a custom-built chassis. As wild as it gets.
Rolling up on the block is one of our fantasy bid vehicles, a 65 C10 Custom. Let's listen to Craig Jackson.
It drives, it is user-friendly, it runs on pump gas. Very unique build on this. It's a one-off. I can't say anything else about it.
You can take a look inside. You have deep bolstered bucket seats and that shifter setup with a grab handle so you can pull that down, lock the brakes, and drift it.
Well, if you want to drift it, it'll cost you $300,000, because that's what the C10 Slayer just sold for.
And the number 1 Chevy sale from the fall Barrett-Jackson auction was a 1962 Corvette Custom Roadster. It was stunning in mint green, and it had a supercharged LT4 engine.
Big money here at Barrett-Jackson for a 62 Corvette Custom.
Yeah, Decked Out Customs is the company that reimagined this late Gen 1 Corvette. Non-stock colors, beautiful build on an Art Morrison chassis. Just gorgeous.
Yeah, just crossed 500 grand. Yeah, that custom chassis progressed with an LT4, so the supercharged V8 under the hood. Big power.
1962 Corvette Custom Roadster just sold here at Barrett-Jackson for $500,000.
Thanks for tuning in to our Top 10 Chevrolets presented by Meguiar's from Barrett-Jackson's 2024 Scottsdale Fall Auction. Make sure you click here or over here to watch more auction action.